Hello, everybody. I started playing some music and then I was like, I don't like this music. Um, Video game music for committing tax evasion. Instantly. Interesting. Instantly. Yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday, April 17th at 8 o'clock. As we do it, here, let's click on this. It's called Zacopane. Seems more like droning. I don't like the droning genre. I don't even know what to call it. Just music that drones, not for me. Guys, it is so important that we pick just the best music to be in the background. Maple Story? Don't know what Maple Story is. I don't know. What am I? I'll just go for some Witcher. You can't go wrong with that. Hey! What's up, Delano? Glad to see you here, man. But yeah, I hope everyone's having an awesome Wednesday. Mine's just been busy. I just had my last quiz for my computer architecture class, and I've gotten 100 on every single quiz this semester, except for this last one. I got one problem wrong. And not only that, it was one of the easiest questions on there. And my TA, like when I turned it in, he looked at it and he was like, dude. And I'm like, what? He's like, you got it wrong. I'm like, no. Like, what? He was like, I didn't get the hard question wrong. I got the easy part of the hard question wrong. It was like a 4-parter, and the first part I got wrong, everything else, whatever. Anyways, yeah, just a silly day, and then I had this one assignment. Let's switch over here. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. But yeah, I had this one assignment. Still so mad because I was like, oh, this is easy. I do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish it up. And then it takes me like 3 hours, and it's all because of one line of bad code. Literally the bane of existence. Anyways, let's hop over here. Let's try to fix our music real quick. There we go. I'm still looking into like making a Linux server for myself just because I'm bored. Totally. Totally not. Yeah, at least I tried, yeah. But yeah, no, like I procrastinate like school and stuff by being productive. Or not even productive, but like just doing other, I don't know, doing other productive things, I guess, like working on a personal project that, you know, stuff that isn't like self-serving, like video games or whatever. And right now my little obsession in that sense is making a home Linux server. Some people don't even do that. True. Yeah. No, actually, since this was the last assignment and the lowest quizzes dropped, a bunch of people didn't even take it. So, yeah. But hey, so little to complain about. In reality, it means nothing, right? Just an exam grade that will get wiped off the board. A quiz, not an exam. Oops. But yeah, looking forward to tonight. Just doing a little bit of drawing. Hopefully, you're doing the same, Delana. Yeah, I think getting tired of games after quitting League hasn't really been the same. I feel that. I got an argument with a friend once over this, but once you get older, you just... Not that you, like, hate video games or whatever. As your time has shifted towards different things, you watch yourself either get worse at video games or... Sometimes you have a bit of a paradigm shift and you realize... Oh, I enjoy this more than video games. Not that video games are unimportant. You know, people have careers and they make awesome stuff on video games, but you know, in the same sense, a lot of people just pick and stay with video games because they were there in their childhood and it's safe. When in reality, they may like doing other things, just, you know, it doesn't feel safe. I don't think gaming is the same unless I'm playing certain things. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you talked about this before, Delano, is after I went to college, and just I realized how much I hate the toxicity of modern gaming. Single player games have just been it. Like, nothing hits as good as like a really good story driven, like indie game, story based indie game. For me at least. Like, sure, I like playing Rainbow with the friends and stuff like that, but I feel more, I'd say, fulfilled and, you know, happy that I spent the time when I have a curated single player experience. Well, I had great lines until that. But yeah. And maybe it's because, you know, single player games, the loss isn't as hard as a loss in a multiplayer competitive game, which is true. You don't see the MMR go down. You don't have to spend as much time grinding for things, and against other people in that sense. But still, if you find it fun and more enjoyable, then max that stuff out. Not drugs. Make it sustainable. But yeah. That's why I think, I mean, it's been evident that multiplayer games, or multiplayer in the sense of competitive, like PvP, they've been on the decline. CSGO, not dead. Definitely not dead, right? But it's losing a player base. League and WoW, definitely, not that they're not dying, but players are decreasing because, one, the barrier of entry is just high, skill-wise. But the other is, it's so toxic. It's so unbelievably toxic. Rainbow, the skill curve is just so high. Like, I can't remember what pro said it. I'm not sure if it was Shaiko or somebody. I think it was one of the previous phase people, but it's just, in Rainbow, there's just going to be, like, when you first start the game, no matter how good you are, there's going to be a solid couple weeks of you just dying. Because you don't know the rules. And you have to kind of learn them by dying. No one could really tell you the rules in that game. And I will bet that's extrapolated to games like Val and stuff like that. League also has the problem where the devs forgot what fun means. They balance the game around the 1% and isolate the 90%. Yeah, because once games go competitive, you know, if you have a pro player complaining about something, this happened in Siege, I think right after Operation Health. It was the Twitch rework that really pissed people off, including me. But yeah, when you have a pro player complaining about the game that they play all the time, then it means, it doesn't mean a lot more, but the sponsors see that, the money sees that. Because if a pro player is unhappy, then they think, well, oh, everyone must be unhappy, which is objectively false. And how do you fix it? Well, we're seeing the fixes right now. Not only are people migrating, but think about the most popular games recently. Other than Rainbow, because Jinxie is a bit of an outlier, right? I'm going to claim that Jinxie has really just popularized Rainbow. Like, it would have been dead without him. But we're seeing Lethal Company, a PvE. It's a, you know, co-op. We have, what's it called? Helldivers, co-op, PvE, definitely PvE. It's PvE as it gets, right? Even though some people treat it PvP, with those are, you know, it's fun, it's creative. It has the, not emergent gameplay in the sense, but it has the freedom that players, you know, get creative with it. Trying to think of other popular games out right now. Apex, it has its moments where it comes back. Fortnite is always popular, just, that's like saying Roblox is always popular, right? There's stuff like that. We're seeing a lot of not only co-op and less PvP, but indie studios rise up. Apex is malware. That is so true. I mean, yeah, that is a fact. Oh, jeez. Oof. Bit lopsided. But yeah, you hate to see it. And my friend recently quit playing ranked on a Siege because the Siege matchmaking is just awful. Like, after a point, or for him at least, because when it's not him playing, right? Basically, we play on usually Canadian servers, sometimes American, like Northeast. What happens is when I play, I'm a copper because, you know, I've only done one ranked game, so you get set in copper, right? And I'm bad, but you know, we usually get silver to gold because there's other golds, there's other plats on my team. I think one person's plat. That makes sense. That's pretty balanced, I'd say. Whenever he's there, keep in mind, same setup, maybe we're down a gold or down a plat. We are paired against champions every time. Sweaty champions, unfun games, what in the world? And so yeah, the hidden MOR system is awful. Some college senior just proposed a better rank system for Siege too. Like, did a senior project on it. And I think it's just because companies get too big. They don't know how to handle, when you get that big, you know, good ideas are lost in the void of the bureaucracy. Not that bureaucracy is inherently bad, but you know, it's definitely a good way to lose good ideas. And you have to think about, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, no, our ellipses are, that's the thing. When it comes to, what is it? The lower the degree, the better they are for me, because it's more like a straight line. But our little training arc we had a while ago definitely paid off. Thank you. But what is it? I mean, if you think about the best games of all time, right? The most popular, they started out as student projects, as smaller indie teams that got bought out by larger studios. Half of Valve's games, not that Valve are bad developers, they make great stuff. They made great stuff. But they're, Left 4 Dead was another studio. TF2, I think it was, yeah, another studio or a student project. Portal, definitely a student project. CS, Quake Mod, Half-Life was Gabe and some other people who worked at Microsoft wanted to do something different. Minecraft project from Cave Game, and from Infinite Miner. Can't remember what Roblox was, but, MIT or whatever. And who knows the history behind the MOBAs and the... Or games like, I mean, and then we have games like Valve, which aren't copies, but, it's like Overwatch. They took the team shooter, or like, Overwatch to TF2 as CSGO is to Valve. Even though they're not copies, right? They're definitely individual games. Oh yeah, and don't get me started on Overwatch right now. That's insane. I honestly think the only way a good studio should be shaped nowadays is just forcibly minimized. Not like, just finished playing Overwatch. What do you think? I don't play Overwatch. I've just heard of the changes. My friends abandoned the game once Overwatch 2 dropped. So, all I hear is from the grapevine. But the ranks... Actually, no, I heard the rank rework was maybe good. I heard about the whole hitbox fiasco. I know just the balancing, like all games, is not good. I told my friends to come back and give it a chance but they weren't having fun. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's the thing. It sucks not having fun in a game you used to enjoy. Like feeling bored mid-game. Ugh. Yeah, there's drama. Oh gosh. Honestly, if a major gaming company is listening to this right now, major, whatever, the best thing you can do right now is to get some, not venture capitalists, because that's horrible, it breaches innovation. All you need, do what Sony kind of does. So, it's not what Sony did to No Man's Sky, but the ideology behind it. Literally, just be their publisher, give them money, don't force a release date. Let them cook. And recently, just like... that's the best way to put it. Let the indie game studios cook. You'll get your profit, it's okay. But right now, what most companies need to... Most of these AAAs, most of these whatever, Ubisofts, they need to get their reputation back. Want to get your reputation back? Leave the rights to the indie game studio, publish them. Be like New Blood. New Blood's a great example of that. New Blood's funny. They pick up only the best indie things, and they ensure that they survive and do well. Watch like tomorrow, there's just some horrible drama that comes out about New Blood being awful to work with, but from what I've heard, New Blood is just great for FPS. What is it? Smug? What is it? Shmups. For shmups. Ultra Kill, Darkwood, or is it Darkwood or whatever that is? Oh man, I love their game so much. Literally, I'll like be like thinking about a game. I'm like, wait, New Blood published that? Like that was their publisher? Jeez. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick water break. We may calm down the gaming rant, and we'll get right back to it. Yeah, like look at Suicide Squad killed Justice. Yeah, that was worked on for years and it released and players hated it. Yep. We don't care about innovation. We care about product. Why do you think Half-Life... Yeah, whatever. We're done ranting for a second. Or at least, saying the same things. Because why do you think Half-Life... Like, Half-Life I mean, it's not like the greatest example ever of a great video game. There's definitely issues and stuff like that. But the legacy it left for the idea of innovation in video games, that's what we need to keep. Anyways, I'll be right back. Let's get some water and get to it. And some companies may not like it, but TF2 is a bit of a example of this. Sometimes you don't need to, like, not continuously support, but pump out updates. You don't need to be, I'd say like the GTA approach is fine. These casual, normal updates, but the fact that people have complained about them like completely abandoning GTA in the sense of, anti-cheat prevention and stuff like that. But like No Man's Sky is a good example. They messed up, of course, but obviously it was not their fault. At the end of the day, it was Sony pushing them. But they've definitely made up for it 100-fold. They've done amazing jobs since then. Oh my gosh. Or teams like Black Mesa, Crowbar Collective, and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm a Valve nerd, guys. Anyways, enough ranting. This is the third time I've said that. Let's pop over here to our flower. Remember, our roommate picked this out for us. It is a Bromeliad. Apparently a really cool flower in some other ways, I think. There's some lore behind it. I don't know. I'm not a flowerologist, but my roommate's father is. So maybe we could ask him. Anyways, we had a pretty good construction yesterday. I'm happy with the lines that happened. And yeah, while it seems really simple, paying attention to the negative space, relative spacing, and sizing of them, and then using our construction lines, specifically our little ellipses, our contour ellipses, as like halfway marks, as scaling things, super helpful, and we'll continue to use that now while we construct the plant. The hardest part about this this is the mission brief. We also need to set our hour timer there. Okay. The hardest part about this tonight will be ending these lower things, like the let's just call them petals. That's the best way I could put it, because they're not, they're more leaves, petals, whatever. These petals, once it goes over here, it actually starts forming an ellipse down here. So we could actually probably do another ellipse just for the size of it. But yeah, at the end of the day, this goes back, this becomes the side of the ellipse, this one goes back, this becomes the side of the ellipse. So why not? Let's do it. The degrees will be the same, and I think that's an issue. An ellipse doesn't... An ellipse would help here. Just, yeah, how wide to make it, that's a... And yeah, don't forget, not just Suicide Squad, but the, what was it, that pirate game that I don't even remember the name of because it was so awful. Okay, we got about 2 centimeters here to, oh, let's zoom in a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go, 12. The entire diameter is about 2.5. Comfortably. Actually, yeah. Actually, it's super thin. We're just seeing the orange on the sides, because of these backwards ones, but I'd say the real edges are right here. So it's this. Once again, pretty large degree. Yeah, in reality, it's about 1.5 centimeters. So practically this on its side. So from there to there-ish. Because yeah, this is 3 centimeters. That's a half. Sounds like I'm trying to convince myself. So we would end like this. To roll up my sleeves. Oh yeah, I get to go to the gym tomorrow, and I get to sleep in a tiny bit. Hooray. Why am I measuring it? That was like intuition. That's exactly an inch though, so maybe I can use my finger now to... Just trying to get a good ellipse in here. Don't feel like I'm warmed up enough here. Let's just do some warm-up ellipses. I'm psyching myself out of it. I think I discovered what was psyching me out. I never changed my pen. Need a new juicy pen. My brain was telling me, it was like, something's wrong here. Also, I discovered something. My voice in my mic is like super nasally for no reason. Like I was listening to it the other day. I was like, that just doesn't sound right. No, I mean my nose does weirdly get stuffy when I stream. Don't know why. But yeah, it's interesting. That sounds like me. Like, guys, I swear I don't sound like a nerd. I promise. Just. Also, this summer, hoping to finally finish the lesson 2 video, probably lesson 3 video, 100 stream video, and yeah, I think that's all the videos we're gonna do. Maybe more. We'll see. Oh, that was really good. Just videos, editing sucks. Editing and writing videos sucks. I probably shouldn't tell myself. I should probably reframe that in my mind. Wow, that was my best ellipse I think I've ever drawn in my entire life. Like, look at that. That is... We're not getting better than that ever. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not even that that's like a perfect of ellipse. It's just the fact that, oh my god. Should I frame this? Whatever, okay. That'd be a perfect ellipse. Oh man, that's satisfying. It's all downhill from there. I feel like the ellipses I do when I'm not stressed, like about putting good lines on the page, are infinitely better. But I feel like everyone, like, you know, performance anxiety. See, like, that was okay. It was too big. It's just a bit off-center. Actually, that kind of works out, because this one ends... Okay. Actually, no, it should have been shifted a bit more to the right, if anything. Whatever. Notice, I draw better when I loosen my grip and let the pen flow with the motion. Yeah. But sometimes I also feel like I do need to be a bit, like, confidence is a bit of, like, having a good stroke. Like, yeah, I completely agree. It's weird because, like, sometimes when I do my boxes, I'm like, oh, I'm being a bit too loose. So I need to stiffen up. But when I do ellipses, maybe it's ellipses, because when it comes to normal lines, I have to, like, not be, but, like, you know, just being that. When it comes to ellipses, loose, not trying to press it, because, yeah, being, like, during those curves, being, like, stressed causes the wobble that you see here. Like this, it's a very deep and dark, rich line, but I have a lot of wobble there. The techniques, the Delano... I don't know what to call it. The Delano discoveries. Anyways. Wow, I yelled. I'm sorry. So we're going to get to the fun part of constructing the leaves. Yesterday we talked about how basically the like uppermost part of this, where the major axis meets the top of this, we have a perpendicular, so like a perpendicular normal to major axis. It's not really normal. Just, yeah, whatever. Perpendicular tangent line. There we go. To this, and I would say it's at this kind of angle, so it's gonna be right here a bit. We're gonna be bending down, and practically at that line, just a bit lower, right, because it's right here and we're going over here. That's where this will cross. But we want all of them, we want it to look straight, so all of them have to meet at the same point. Because if we do it like this, and it's not like seemingly parallel, then it looks bad. It looks like it's cupping, like I can I even do it like this, I guess, with my fingers? Like it has this cup under it, and meanwhile we want this, and we want to go around like that. So sorry for the hand, but yeah, the demo hand. But yeah, so this, it's gonna follow it up. We're gonna try to give the illusion of being parallel, yet at the same time, you know, going outwards. And then it goes around here, and we'll end actually over here. It's gonna be a bit interesting to follow that. But yeah, basically the point we want to quote unquote break is if this is the top, right? I don't know, because analysis. I think the thing that gives it the illusion that it's not cupping is that they both reach the same point somewhere, right? Because like, if it went down like this, then it's definitely cupping. If it went over here and down, it's still cupping. But if it goes like this, then it's not. So having it reach the same point. So here, we're going to actually bring this into Paint because I'm going to do a deeper analysis. Deeper analysis. God, I'm such a nerd. Maybe I need to back off the nerd stuff. Maybe I just need to like talk about the gym more because that's what everyone wants. I started doing archer push-ups on an incline. That's cool. Yeah, talking about the gym's kind of boring. Anyways, we're gonna do some blue. I think that'll be noticeable on here. Yep, nice. There, and then we bump this up like that. And you guys can't see what I'm doing. Dang it. Let's see. Here we go. Resize the scene a tiny bit. Cool. And boom. So, what we're going to do for our little analysis is we're going to go over here. Move up my mic. I need to find a good mounting position for my mic. It's still annoying me. And we're just going to follow the spine of it, the centermost part. So we have this arc, a lot like we have in our thing. And we need to make sure we make tink that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. So we have this line. Cool beans. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take orange. Probably is not a good color to use here. Purple. I love purple. Orange is kind of a hard thing to contrast. We'll try this. A bit less. I think that's okay. And then what we're going to do over here is we're going to follow the edge. Not strictly. But just enough to where we can get a good understanding. I just itched the back of my head, and like I got a haircut recently, and I just completely like I was like, oh my god, where's all my hair? I don't know what the heck though. Anyways, so yeah, we have this, and if we'll notice, all of these share a very special line. Let's try to be kind of exact about this. It goes about right here. And now we just turn this off. We get to see a little bit of what's going on. So hiding this because it's a bit distracting, right? And we'll take a green kind of. I'm gonna assume it's like this. Is it? Practically. So, what makes this this? We're also going to redo that line. I don't like it. Nope. Good enough. Nope. There we go. So, one thing I do want to note here, and we'll do this with the red line, is if we go to the tops of each of these, because I would say this, I mean this, intuitively, but we know it to be right here. Because if we look at our original reference and kind of turn these off. Where am I? There we go. Yeah, so this one, make sure we're on our right layer. It's more like right here. But regardless, yeah, and this one's more right here. Hey, what's up, Fatima? Glad to see you. Hope all is well. Hope AP exams are going well. Those trials and tribulations. We're studying Bromeliads tonight. Going really deep into the study. Trying to figure everything out. So yeah, this one was a bit off, that's okay. But as we add everything back, I'm just trying to understand the shapes. We're also going to get rid of this one. I think this one is just annoying. Really close up the shapes. And in fact, I'm just going to... We were sketching earlier. We're going to redo. We're going to go to each one of these and just figure out where this line comes from. Apex is malware. Were you guys talking about Apex Legends? Yes, we were. Yep. Unbelievable security breach for such a large company with, and for what the security breach was, ridiculous. I mean, things happen, yeah, but geez, come on. You're a AAA with so much experience in the market. Not only that, but so much riding on the success of their security. Yeah, no, it was, yeah, I already said it, unbelievably, yeah, it's, oof. Basically, if you play, not only that, people reported, I'm not sure how true this was, that clients, like scripting clients, were being run on their machines. So basically, you were downloading something that could get access to very personal details or just control your machine / game. I heard this from the grapevine though, so I don't know. This could have been just sensationalism brought on by scared. Yep, I know, right? Deleted instantly. There's literally warnings people were sending out, like trying to get to everyone, just be like, do not like open Apex Legends. And if you can, uninstall it. And this is also my huge gripe against the kernel level anti-cheat. Because, like, I get it. You know, you want anti-cheat to be safe. But the moment, if it exists, it can and will be hacked. That is the rule. That is the rule. If it exists, it will be hacked. It can be hacked, sorry. Like, can, yes. Everything on the internet, no matter what, can be hacked. There's nothing that is unhackable. And the moment that you... an externally updating software, maybe even like a secondary, like BattlEye or stuff like that, the moment you're like, hey, we need kernel access at all times, but we're also an external client that, you know, the user has no knowledge or control of, oh, that's safe. Oh, gosh. Once, I'm going to say once someone breaches a kernel level anti-cheat, that company is going down permanently. Like I'm not joking. They're gone. Like not even like the provider, but like let's say like Ubisoft. Do they use BattlEye? I can't remember. You know, if Ubisoft had a client and that happened, their company is no longer going to be making games. That is my bet. And so as a person saying this, I'm not, you know, the craziest cyber person in the world, right? I don't know a ton of stuff. But I can tell you this, that if I was a CEO and one of my analysts told me, hey, by the way, if this goes wrong, say goodbye to your company, let them hack. There's other ways of, you know, stopping cheating. Let's research those routes rather than just do the easiest automatic route. That's what we call greedy. Anyways, back to this. We've been doing a lot of games. B2 AP exams are a bit later for me in my country. The exam I'm giving is similar to AP in America. I don't have exams right now. Oh, okay. Well, good. We have some time. But yeah, no exams. Great. That is good to hear. Exams are scary, but we'll overcome them. What is happening here? What I'm kind of seeing, let me know if you guys agree with this. What I'm kind of seeing here, I'm seeing a bunch of ellipses. Bam, bam, bam. They're a bit misshapen. We can forgive them for that, though. But yeah, I'm going to say this one is of this degree. This one is of a smaller degree. And this one, we wouldn't believe it, it's a smaller degree as well. Why is that? And what do all these degrees and ellipses have in common with each other? They share this line, because they converge at that line. Well, that's very important. The degrees are getting larger, even though it's coming towards us. Huh. That's interesting. I don't think we should solely focus on the that. And then we have a common line throughout all of these, the tangent of all three. That form the edge of this. It travels from here and hits them all at least once. So it's not completely tangent because it's not a line, it's a curve. The curve goes around all of these. Yeah, ours happened super early for no reason. Hey, more summer though, so. When I went to college for the first time. Because I'm at the college for a second time. What? When I realized, like, summer and winter break in college is just ridiculously long. Super happy. Now, the things you have to get done, like, not... College is scary because, unlike high school, an entire high school year is fit into one semester. You're learning literally 2 times faster. You're going through courses 2 times faster. And not only that, but with the intensity and prestige that is college. So professors expect more. It's more chill in some regards, depending on your major, especially if you're like communications. But no, yeah, it's like you have a higher expectation. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. You just try your best, and that's all that matters. I'm trying my best here, but I cannot figure out how this works. And I feel like min-maxing like this isn't going to help too much. Just noting this line. What if we did a little bit of this, maybe? A little bit, ooh, a straight line right here. I know there's a bit cursed of a way of doing that straight line. And then... We're out here casting spells. Making runes of sorts. I feel like these purple ones could be done a bit better. So in the sense, that this. I'm trying to line it up more on the right than I am the left, or left than I am the right. Well, you guys are crazy. Everyone gets a 2-month-long summer break. Mine are in December, February-ish of next year. Huh. You know, ours is from, at least mine, right, is from nearly the start of May all the way to August. That's our summer. And then my winter is quite ridiculous. It is the entirety of, you know, like the week of Christmas and the week leading up to Christmas. And then for like almost the entirety of January. I'd say like we go back January like 20th. So we get to get like 2 months off school practically. Ish. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, yeah, I could look over here. January. Wait. Yeah, like the first week, which is practically, yeah, it's 18th of January. That's how I was able to go to Portugal. I literally went to Portugal. School ended. I went to Portugal for 2 weeks, and then Christmas, just as like a reference. Now, to be fair, literally the day I got off exams was the day I went to Portugal. Or like then I got off exams, I drove back to my home, and the next day my parents drove me to the airport, and I was gone. But yeah, for reference, it's a bit ridiculous. Now I do see a bit of a pattern right here. I think you guys may find it a tiny bit interesting. This major axis lines up with this almost. And this major axis doesn't really do much. Or minor axis, I should say. Guys, we just made the Smash logo. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do to, like, decipher this anymore. It sticks in the first quadrant. Yeah. Degrees are increasing, that's a good thing to know. And the curve follows a much larger ellipse. So, I think that's practically what we'll get out of it. Looking back at a reference, and we'll actually just kind of pop, 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 pop. So the curves we need to obey is smaller degree in to that, larger degree out. It passes... Oh, this is a bit interesting. We get this shape that we can maybe pay attention to right here. We'll do that in blue. This shape right here. I feel like covering that in is actually kind of a detriment. Interesting. And it does curve a bit more than that, but interesting. So hops over. I think we just try our best and try to estimate this line, which I'd say is practically 45 degrees with the horizontal right here. Or whatever this is. What is it? That's going to be 90 plus, I guess, 40, another 45? Yeah. Because if it's 40, yeah, oops. I did a dumb. Yeah, there we go. 135. So, yeah, so about 135. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we just, speed run at any percent. Literally any percent. That's like more than you know, any percent. Sometimes you make it out, sometimes you don't. Some schools have policies where you can drop the grade you get in a class and retake it. Some have policies where you can take it at other schools, which I've done. For like classes like geography and history and stuff like that. Anyways, let's do it. Make sure everything's good on the OB of S, and then the first line on the page today, 20 minutes in, almost 30. Geez, okay. So we're gonna go up here. Degree is actually pretty high, and then we want to land like this. So high, this. I'd say the height of it is probably at the halfway mark of our reference. Let's look. Actually, we said right here, so that's a tiny bit below. We're gonna use. We'll end up there though. So like this and then down, and we end up looking at our little study that we did. If this is the median one, it hits it actually a bit past the median, like right here. Interesting. I wonder how that affects it. Interesting. Must be lovely for the students. I like that little emoji right there. That is very indicative of how it feels. Anyways, then we're going to go a bit lower. And we want to repeat it. We want to create that shape right here. I'm upset, though, my stream doesn't render the emojis correctly. I need to fix that one day. Streamlabs definitely probably has something for it. I don't think it just has YouTube support. I don't know. Maybe I have to add it manually. I can tell you, though, there are definitely professors that get lazy as well. Like, they just stop caring. It happens. It is real. In fact, I'd say a lot of them do near the end of the semester. They're tired of the students emailing for extensions, for regrades, for stuff like that, and so they just end up giving easier exams sometimes. Sometimes they just want to kill you at the end. I don't know why. That's been a real. There's a professor I'm about to go into next semester. Apparently, he does it a lot. Yeah, but usually in college, exam 2 is the exam to mess up on, and then exam 3 is slightly easier. That's been my experience at least. Anyways, we're gonna do another. Wow, we're going to get another sip of water, and then get back into it. Please, guys, don't let me turn into XQC with my talking. Tell me to slow down if I need to. And we are back. I'm not making my mute key. I always say it, and it's literally like 5 clicks to make a mute key, but anyways, we're gonna try to make this run through all of them. That was okay, not the best. One out here. This one goes farther out. It intersects those lines about right here, I'd say. It's pretty slow back, and then we get a lot out, and then we land. We cross this one actually about right here. So we cross it, go around, and then in, like that. So back just a bit. And we meet it at the same point, just kind of like how these all meet at that same point. This same point is going to be pretty normal, or anti-normal, parallel to the horizon. I don't know what to call it. And then this. And we're just going to land like that. Very small, so we have to be smooth here. And then we have to land soon. Land soon. Like that. Or late. Land late. Land late. We didn't land late. We land soon. Dang it. And this one we have going just practically straight down. We do meet it at that point, which isn't going to be too far because we don't want to overdo it. And then we do this, and then we start kind of tucking and disappearing behind it. So this, and then like that. Yeah, it's okay. Not great, but we'll stick with it. That was good. We shall continue. Yeah, that was kind of a mistake, a blaring one, but it's okay. We're gonna do this one in front. I feel like this one's gonna be quite difficult. We have that line going across, so we want this to meet up with that line. And it gets really large. It goes all the way over here. That's practically, let's see, the line ends probably right here. So the top of this one needs to be right there, and it goes down right here. So line about reference. I'd say it's, yeah, it's actually, if we pop the mouse in here, or a little ruler mouse, here's the center line, and I'd say it's hitting right on the center line. That's where this one stops and then starts curving down. So we're going to kind of go like this and then down to practically that point. We're going to go right there and then start going down. And it doesn't pass, I'd say, the rightmost part of the stalk, but also, I wouldn't say that's a great estimate. Oh yeah, it's close to this line. That we don't really have that line. It's more of an arch that we didn't do. And those smaller shapes. But yeah, regardless, we're going to go out. We're going to take our time too, because it goes out slowly to form that really wide part that's in front of us, and then down to about right here, let's say. Like this. It wasn't as wide as I wanted, but this one, it's gonna go here, and it's gonna end up down here like this, but we want it to go here and then short, I guess. Still looks tapered. Oh yeah, because this one went out a bit further. We should have gone like this and then curved. This goes down. This goes down. So yeah, those rounded curves. Yikes. Easy mistakes. That's the upsetting part about it, right? Anyways. We got this one jumping out. This one we have the bit of the wave, very long one. We actually have a tacos at the end, right? And then it meets up with this one. gonna say it just goes to that line. We don't want to crowd it up, so we're just gonna end it there. Yeah, this line definitely travels, gets wider. We see more of the face, and then we actually go over the line because of tacos. That's what tacoing is. We go over that line and go in. That over line happens, I'd say, about right here. That's where you stop seeing it. It does have a bit of weird curl, but we see the underneath right here, where it's just truly above it. Maybe even right here, which is kind of at this point, which we use as a reference. So if we did a line up from there, it goes out. It's pretty sharp, like this. And we start thin, and then we get larger. But even though we get larger, right here, we go over, and then in. Thank you, yeah. I'm still upset because despite the battle plan, I almost said Cypher. How much XP for this quest? How much gold? That's the thing, I don't think we're gonna get rewarded too much. It's like when you do the mission, but they're like, but you could have done this part of the mission, you know, like those like qualitative missions. Sometimes like The Witcher has stuff like that. Because yeah, good plan, just poor execution, I guess. It's a daily. Yeah, it is a daily. But hey, you know, we still fight. We're gonna drop in another round. We have 3 dailies, right? We wasted 2. Let's try to... Not wasted 2, that's not even how it works. But yeah, okay, anyways. Terrible gaming analogies. We're gonna get wider, wider, wider. I made it out of clay. Okay, cool. And then... Okay, I like it when that happens. Interesting. This. And then this one, and we get wider from there. In fact, super wide. We practically just go down parallel. Maybe it should have been a bit lower. But I think that's okay. That's one of our better ones. And yeah, it has this kind of throat to it. Oh, that's the spine, actually. We messed that up. No, we could do the one in the back to kind of make it look better. We have this one on the far right. And this one's quite simple. We do want to make it look like it's pointing away, though. We have a thinner thing right here, and it kind of goes in and lands right in this little... That's where that ends. Oops. We still want this kind of like shape. And these do get close, so we could do is this. We have this, and it's like... Oh shoot, we're seeing the top of it, but... No matter how you draw it, if we drew the line underneath... Oh, then you'd still see the top. Okay. So if we draw the line underneath... Pretty parallel, so we go out, but then we stick to a pretty constant width. Maybe we'll go out a tiny bit more. And that just means this one, we have to emphasize that it's not curling, which means this top has to be a bit more extravagant. It cuts into the side of this, so we aim right here for that, we aim down here, and we want it to end practically right there, which is a bit close, but we'll make it make sense a bit. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, this should have been a bit more, but it ends... Actually, you only see that right there. Okay, anyways. Yeah, and I'd say it goes like this and then down, but... I could do that motion, which would be better for me, but this helps me have that shape and landing that I want. Okay, that's not good at all. Not only was that a bad line and it didn't follow the parallel thing that we were talking about, but this pin is just bad. It's actually kind of making me upset. So we'll try to repair that, but... Yikes. That's very upsetting, guys. That does not make me happy. Okay, and then we go out here and we do the same. We want to land right here, practically. Yeah, that should have been just lower. Oops. Ah, yikes. Anyways, we have this one. It travels with it, and then tacos right here, and then lands in the center, right on the top of this. So this tacos... We actually see a lot of this. It does the taco about right here in the middle of this one, which is a bit too curvy as we said last stream. So we go out, taco, in. Out, taco, in. And then this one, pretty similar. Out, we're already tacoing. And in's a bit before that one. So out, taco, in. Like that. Cool. It's getting kind of hard to follow all of this. Let's see, have we made good use of our negative shapes? Yes, because you see all that, there's nothing in there, or there shouldn't be. It's kind of going to be hard to discern which lines are in front right there. We have this shape, and then it gets cut right there, which is because the one's the back, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyways. Ooh, here's a bit tricky. Which one is which? Let's do the one facing towards us first. This one, our line is pretty horizontal, all things considered, so we're going to go out here. It actually goes practically in the middle. And we learned last time that we want to keep it pretty straight and then have a sharp turn in. And the sharp turn ends about right here. So we're going to go out and then in. I have to hold this one up quite a bit. So this, and we're going to have a bit of a dip up around this. Dip up around this. Dip up around this. That's a bit too far. But it'll be covered by this one, so we're okay for now. And then over here we have this side of it. Just gonna go like this. Okay. We have this one over here. It's getting pretty severe taco once we get to this point. And it's getting covered, so it's like this. And then in. And I'd say it ends about halfway through that, so this in. Okay, we didn't do it soon enough, dang it. It's okay though. And then this one out and then in. Like so. We have our little objects in there, but we'll wait to do those. I'm still confused as to what is what over here. Because we have this one up there. We have this stemmy thing. We have this one really breaching out that's tacoing super hard. I guess this is supposed to be the one in the background. Just there's two in the background, so that's why I'm a bit confused as to why I drew that one. Anyways, this one's practically pure taco. We're going to land in the side of this one, which we brought out a bit too far. But yeah, we're going to go in and then just land like that. You see a bit above it for a second. So we're going to go like this and then just in. So like this and then in. Like that. And then over here, we're going to do the same. Perfect. Up here, we flare out a lot, and we only see the taco. And that goes kind of all the way to the side of the center stem, so like that. This one goes out. We also see a bit of this side, a tiny bit, but out, and then a curve in, practically once we hit the center. So out, and then curve in. And this one, just for funsies right there. Actually, it's a bit thicker than that. We should have done that down. Oops. This one, where we go like this and down. And over here. And we have this one in the center, which we're also only seeing practically just the taco. And then we have the things in the center. And so we have these exterior ones that they're just pointing straight up away. I don't know why I did that line. It doesn't make sense to me. Huh. Anyways, we'll make it, it's not even pointing out all the way. It dips. Like that. Oh, wow, that's, I like my eyes. I didn't even get my eyes checked. What was that? Anyways, so since it's going away from us, this one's going to go like this in. From the tip, we see the bottom of it, so it's going to go like this, and then like this. And then this one over here follows. There's another one over here. It's above. have a bit of a triangle negative space thing right here. It goes a bit off, so it's going to end right here. And it has the same kind of tip to it, and ends kind of going into over here. So like this, and then bump to my page. That's splendid. Same kind of situation. We're just going to go in. And not bumper paper this time. And over here. This, and then in. And it ends kind of in the center of that, so that works out. Okay, I bumped my paper again. That's just wonderful. I need to stop doing that. Wow. Let's see. We have one in the background here. It's a bit hard to follow, but I can tell it ends right here. This line meets up kind of with this one, and we go all the way down here. You can see the negative space being occupied, so we kind of follow this. And it definitely hangs down, and it's away, so it's going to be like this. Oh, height-wise, are we good? Yeah, we're actually pretty close to that, so. Like that. And then we have one coming out of the side of it. We see the under part, and then we see that, so we're going to go down and in like that, so like this. And then we have the other part of it. The interior is very messy, and I'm really hating this pen right now, so we're going to switch it out. Don't know why I was so stuck on using that one, but there we are. We have a little node thing in the center, which honestly I'm going to say it just has this little stem to it. We can zoom in a bit. Oh, did I somehow pause my music? Oh, well, now you can see it Toussaint from The Witcher. Anyways, shout out to The Witcher. If you guys are old enough to play it, please go play it. Wonderful game. We have a little, just a node right here, just this, and then like that. And then like an orb in the center. It's a bit interesting. It's like this, I guess. Same thing with these. I mean, actually, they kind of just meet up to a point. They're not like really. We should be constructing more. This is a bit. It looks flat because of it, right? Let us continue. So now the hardest part, the overlaps. Just seeing where things overlap. So I think this is the most foremost one right here. So we'll do that. Oh, we do have this one kind of going away, so we'll do that one. And it goes past and then out here. So. And then we have this one going down. And then this one curves a bit more. Just give it a bit more depth. And we, oh yeah, we had the negative space right there. So that should have been a bit longer, right? Gone like this, but we're okay for now. Anyways, let's clean this up. Nice. And we'll just cover this up for now. We'll just, instead of adding the things that are on the bottom, we'll like so. We have this one, which is in front of everything next. Tracing this line, we go like that. My paper manipulation skills are just not it today. I keep like moving everything. It's a bit annoying. Then we have the one behind it, the line behind it first. And we have this one. Bit thick, oops. Nice. Let's see if we can get this done in 11 minutes. We do about 2 streams per plant, depending on the difficulty. Okay, so we have, I think this one's next. Yeah. Yeah, so this, you could just see how long that curve is over there. We didn't really do that. We could technically cheat and get away with like extending it right here in the mess, but we won't do that. Ay, ay, ay. I blame my hoodie. It's just weird drawing with it. I don't know why. I lied too. It's a sweatshirt, not a hoodie. Sorry, guys. I hope you can forgive me for that. And we did the wrong line. This one's actually the one that goes down from that. This one over here. Ah, Cav. Oh. Yeah. Just that's a bit major, isn't it? Darn. Yikes, darn, and frick. That one kind of sucks. I'm trying to think if there's a creative way to fixing this one. Knew this would happen too. Well, we'll just give it a weird precedence issue right there and not add any more lines than we need to. I know this is going to end up on my critique too. Yep, our next one is going to be this one. Making sure we're on the right line this time. Then we have the taco. I'm taking off the hoodie. That's right, guys. We are in gamer mode. We took this personally. Oop, just hit that against my monitor. Whoops. Oh my gosh, you can see like where my hoodie was like constraining me right there. That's in. Oof. Oh, I just dropped my cap. I'm all over the place. It's like my motor skills. Am I good? Do I need to go to the doctor? Okay. Try to smooth this out. Yikes. Okay. We got this one over here. Next. get this, and then we wanted to have this spine underneath it, but we couldn't get it, so we relocated that to this one. Actually, no, I think, yeah, that's real and true. Okay. Let's not mess this one up, please. We messed it up. Accidentally hovered too close to the paper. Ended up not hovering. Jeez. Such a great construction. We're not doing it justice by all these silly mistakes. And this one just goes, oh, it's interrupted actually. Thank God we caught that. The next one precedence-wise is this one, which I believe is right here. We didn't really pay attention to how far it goes, but it should be going down into this one, which we could manipulate, because I don't think that's, oh, it is, okay, cool. So let's do that. It's gonna get cut off by this one, so we do this one first, this line right here. And we try to just bulk that up. Cool. And then we have this one. This line to here. Doesn't actually go that deep, but yeah. Just trying to give myself guides as to where I'm going. Cool. And then this one finally intercepts over there. Right on this line. And this one is behind all of them. We won't do that side just yet, but we will do this part. Cool. And then this one goes around and in there. Reinforcing it just a tiny bit because, oof, it's hard to see. Cool. And then we have the more center stuff. There is one going out that way too. So heck, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, it's a bit tiny. You see the curl. I think we did it a bit too late, but it goes like that. There we go. Okay, so just to fill in that negative space. We have our little nodes here. The node is not interrupted by anything other than this one right here. Oh wait, yeah, this is one of the nodes, I believe. Oh wait, no. Yes, it's just a bit off, isn't it? Actually, no, that's somewhat where it should be. And we have this one right here. They have like little ellipses around them. The degrees are going to be increasing a bit, like that. And we have that one over here. Let's do the ones on the right, and then we'll be probably finished today. We'll go a bit over time, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Last stream was a pretty late one, and this one, I think it's fine if we do the same. Okay, this one's in the background. This one's the one in front, so we're going to do that. We have the underline, and then the end of the taco. So this is the spine. And it gets tacoed. Cool. Then we have this one. And we have these. Then we have the one in the background, the two in the background, I should say. Almost there. I don't think it looks horrible, just a lot of tiny mistakes. A lot of tiny mistakes are upsetting. What is this line? Oh, that's supposed to be the one on there. Kind of failed in that regard, dang. Thank you very much, Lana. And I think, let's do this one. I think that's pretty much it. It looks very intense, that's for sure. There's a lot going on. So, did we draw a Bromeliad today? Yes, we did. We drew a Bromeliad, and it looks like a Bromeliad, and hopefully a botanist would be able to tell that this is a Bromeliad. Did we mess up here? Yes. We rushed those. Bad. Did we bump the paper? Yes. Did we not pay attention to any negative shapes? Yes. Did we have weird ideas on how things turn? Definitely. Did we mess up our line weights? Did we have poor lines? Yes. But did we do our best? Yeah. No more stress. No more, extra effort should have gone into this than it should have. And I think we put our best efforts forward. And we definitely learned a lot. That's for sure. I've realized that there's still a pretty long way for me to go understanding the twists and turns of leaves and organic forms as such, what makes them look that way. But I also had the same issues when it came to cylinders and organic forms. So this is just but another step in our path of things to conquer when it comes to drawing. That was kind of the Delano review session for that. This one, good warm-up, nothing to say. We got the perfect ellipse of all time right here. It's all downhill from there. But yeah, great warm-up and very good job here. Let's label it and then in the stream. And also I forgot to put my previous drawing in the Discord for critique, so we'll do that tonight as well. This is a Bromeliad. Let's pull up the word on Google so I don't mess it up. Bromeliad. Okay, that's the Bromeliad. Bromeliad. Very nice. So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the awesome nerd discussions on the industry, the gaming industry, and our short mentions of AP exams and exams stress and how scary they can be, but how we've definitely got in the bag. As my friend likes to say, we win those. So, yeah, we plan on streaming tomorrow, as per usual. I'm getting a bit burned out by school, which means I should just take a break from like streaming and stuff. So maybe sometime this week we'll have a break. I kind of wanted to go all 7 days because last week we only did, I think, 4 or 5 days. So to make up for that, we'll see though. We don't want to make ourselves hate art because school and jobs and stuff are in the way. That just doesn't make sense, does it? So once again, thank you guys so much for joining. It means so much to me that you guys are here every night. I couldn't ask for better mods, better people to be in here. With that being said, I think I've said like 8 times. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I suck at these goodbyes. Anyways, bye for now.